Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, today our topic of discussion for the course Educational Leadership and Management. The topic is Skill Approach of Leadership. Now come up, what is skill approach? First, we see over here, take a leader-centered perspective on leadership. Skills and abilities can be learned and developed. The third point we can see over here, while personality plays an integral role, this approach suggests that knowledge and abilities are needed for effective leadership. If I explain these points, the skill approach to leadership focuses on the belief that certain abilities, knowledge, and skills that can be learned or developed are important to leadership. This theory evaluates the success of a leader on the basis of what they can accomplish by focusing on what they can do instead of what they are. This concept allows for leadership to be available to everyone instead of a select few with the right leadership traits or characteristics. The three main skills needed for leadership according to this theory are technical, human, and conceptual. Different types of leaders use these three skill sets in different ways to accomplish or to achieve their goals. In the model for this leadership style, leader's characteristics, his attributes, his personality, and his cognitive abilities influence their acquired skills and knowledge, which they use to problem solving and achieving the goals. The leader's individual characteristics or his attributes and his skills are influenced by their past career experiences, while their skills and their performances are also influenced by environmental factors outside the control of the leader. Together, these all make up the skill model of leadership. There are two influential models of skill approach of leadership. The first model is three skill approach and the second model is skill model. The three skill approach was proposed by Robert Katz in 1955 and the second one is skill model. It was proposed by Michael Mumford and his colleagues in the year 2000. As I have already told you that three skills approach was this model was given by Katz in 1955 and he suggests that effective leadership depend upon three basic skills. These basic skills are technical, human, and conceptual. First, we explain the technical. Technical skill requires knowledge and proficiency in specific ability. It refers to the knowledge and expertise required in a specific type of work or activity. This could include the need for specialized knowledge in order to apply specific methods, specific techniques, specific processes, and specific procedures. For example, to use certain computer software packages in an advanced technical skill, for example, Microsoft Office, Statistical Package for Social Sciences (SPSS), system applications, and products in data processing. These types of skills can be developed through vocational training and on-the-job training programs. Then comes the human skills. Human skills, knowledge about how to work with people. It refers to the people skills required to work effectively with followers, with peers, and superiors. This includes verbal and written communication skills, the ability to motivate others and create a positive team spirit. A leader with high human skills would be aware of their own behavior and how this can affect the followers. Now, the third skill is conceptual skill. It means ability to work with ideas or concepts. It refers to the skills that allows the leader to think through and work with ideas, to think or work with hypotheses, and to think or work with concepts. Leaders with good conceptual skills are good at working with abstract ideas and hypothetical situations. Some important conceptual skills include deep strategist thinking, creativity, decision making, and problem solving. If we see over here, this that these skills are needed for all managers. We can say that leaders need all three skills, but relative importance changes based on level of management. In this table, you can see this table illustrates or this table explains the three skills needed by a leader in any organization. Cards, the developer of this model, he has argued that level of importance of each skill, technical, human, and conceptual, will be based on the level of authority that the person has in the organization. For example, you can see in the diagram that top management will most likely need fewer technical skills but more conceptual so that they have holistic view of the organization, whereas at the bottom you can see that supervisory management would need more technical skills to be able rather than the conceptual skills, whereas the middle management, you can see in this diagram in the center that middle management should have a good level of technical, human, and conceptual skills to be able to assist the top and supervisory management teams. It is concluded from this diagram that the leaders have a very important point of view to have all three skills. It means all the leaders should have all these three skills. But depending on where they are in the management structure, either they are in the top management, or they are in the middle management, or they are in the supervisory management, all these skills are very much important. Now comes the skill model. This model has 5 components, and these components are competency, individual attributes or characteristics, leadership outcomes, career experiences, environmental influences. Now you can see in this picture or diagram, we will explain all these 5 skills. As we have already studied in this lecture in the previous slide that this model was given by Mumford, which consists of 5 skills. This model is also known as capability model because it examines the relationship between a leader's knowledge and skills and the leader's performance. The capabilities that make effective leadership possible. Leadership capabilities can be developed over time through education and experiences. The first skill is individual attributes. It further includes 4 components. You can see in this diagram. The first one is general cognitive ability. It means the intelligence, perceptual processing, information processing, general reasoning skills, creative and divergent thinking capacities, and the memory skills. The second one is crystallized cognitive ability. It includes intellectual ability learned or acquired over time, store of knowledge gained through experiences. The third one you can see in the individual attributes. The third characteristic is motivation. 3 aspects of motivation is essential to developing leadership skills: willingness and motivation to tackle complex organizational problem. The four characteristics of individual attributes is personality. Any personality characteristics that helps people cope with complex organizational situation is most likely related to leadership performance. Then we move to the other skill, that is competency. Competency includes problem solving skill, social adjustment skill, and knowledge, and at the heart of the skill model. First one is problem solving skill. It includes a leader's creative ability to solve new and unusual, ill-defined organizational problems. Then comes social adjustment skills. It means that capacity to understand people and social systems. The third one is knowledge, the accumulation of information and the mental structure. The mental structure is called schema, used to organize that information. Then comes the third leadership outcomes, means Mumford's. In the Mumford model, third skill is leadership outcomes. The third skill is leadership outcomes. In the leadership outcomes, the characteristics are effective problem solving and the performance. Good problem solving involves creating solutions that are logical, effective, and unique, and that go beyond given information. Performance, you can see in this diagram, in the third skill, performance. Performance indicates the degree to which a leader has successfully performed the duties to which he or she has been assigned. In addition, there is career experiences. It is the fourth skill of Mumford model. Career experiences have an impact on the characteristics and competencies of leaders. This model suggests that the experiences acquired in the course of leaders' career influence their knowledge and skills to solve complex problems. Mumford and his colleagues believe that leaders can be helped by challenging job assignments, mentoring, appropriate training, and hands-on experiences in solving new and unusual problems. We have studied four skills in the Mumford model: individual attributes, competencies, leadership outcomes, and career experiences. But the fifth skill is also present there, that is environmental influences. Environmental influences, for example, available technology, subordinates competencies, task complexity, or communication quality. Environmental influence are a part of the skill model, but not usually under the control of the leader. These were 5 skills given by the Mumford model. We move to the positive points or strengths of skill approach. The first one is that it conceptualize and create a structure of the process of leadership around skills. Then we move to the second point, that describing leadership in terms of skills make leadership available to everyone. Then the other point is that it provides an expansive view of leadership that incorporates wide variety of components. And the last strength or last positive point for skill approach is that it provides a structure consistent with leadership educational programs. Then what is the criticism? Breadth of the skill approach appears to be extend beyond the boundaries of leadership, making it more general, less precise. This is the weak point. Then, weak in predictive values does not explain how skills lead to effective leadership performance. Then, another criticism is that skills model includes individual attributes that are trait-like. Now we move to applications of skills approach, means what are practical applications of the skills model. The skills approach provide a way to delineate the skills of a leader. Another practical application is that the leaders at all levels within the organization have to follow the skills approach. Then another application, practical application, is the skills inventory can provide insights into the individual's leadership competencies. The next one is that test scores allowed leaders to learn about areas in which they may wish to seek further